Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Anna. You can hear me, right? I think I got my audio fixed yesterday on from my guys. They helped me out, so I believe. Good morning, How are we? Good morning, Barb. How are you? I think I got my YouTube fixed. You can hear me, right, Anna? Awesome. Yay. I'm going to create. Very cool. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. How's everybody's? My coffee's in there. Hold on. I got to grab my coffee. Left it on the kitchen table. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Everybody got the coffee? I purchased a stronger stabilizer. Oh, awesome. Glad to hear. Yeah, you got to be careful. And sometimes on those stabilizers, you can set it double. You can double those stabilizers, kind of like on your water soluble stabilizer. If you double that stabilizer, a lot of time it helps. A lot of time that helps on there. So, because when you're stitching on there, it kind of. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning. Yes. Happy Christmas Eve. Good morning from Oklahoma. I've decided. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was telling them where we had all of these. Viewers from. I'm excited where all y'all are from, and it makes it so much fun. Good morning, Tina. And because I think it was yesterday we had somebody from Bermuda. I think so. And then we had somebody from Australia one day. We've had somebody from Czechoslovakia. We've had people from everywhere, and it's so cool. It's just exciting where we get all these viewers from. Good morning, Miss Amy. How are you? Good morning. So yesterday we had fun. Michigan. Welcome from Michigan. Well, thank you, Barb. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. We have so much fun on here, y'all. We have so much fun. It's a no-stress live. We just sit here and make fun things and learn different things, and we learn things from each other, which makes it fun. Y'all, I have to say, this yesterday was a lot of fun. I actually took the vinyl, and that white part right here, the white part is the vinyl upside down. It's the soft side on that vinyl, and it made it really pop. So we may have to do some more of these one day. Good morning, Jules. So I don't know. We'll have some fun with that. But today y'all wanted to do a bear. So I actually took two embroidery designs, combined them into one. So it's going to take a little while for these to stitch out. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that one hooped, get that one going, and then we're going to go ahead. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. And then we're going to get going. Good morning, Elise. Then we're going to get going and going to go ahead and do the freestanding lace, because y'all wanted to do some freestanding lace this morning too. So we're going to do both. We're going to get both sewing machines going, y'all. I'm going to turn that one on too. Let's go ahead and turn her on. So that way we can do both of them. So, yay! So, anyways. So what we're going to do, the other one's turning on. So we're going to grab the big hoop, because this one we're making today is going to be big. She is going to be big. It's going to be probably almost 10 by 10. Good morning. Are you running down a rabbit hole? Miss Cynthia, you're going down rabbit holes. It happens. You know, it's amazing how you can go and look at, start looking at designs, start looking at patterns. And it's like, oh my gosh, the next thing you know, it's 2 hours later. It's like, how did I do that? So, And just as a point, I uploaded a video just a few minutes ago. I'm actually copying all of my embroidery files from my PC over to an external just as a backup. So, and I have 706,000 embroidery files, y'all. I've been collecting for a few years. I'd love to get them organized. One of these days when I'm bored, I'm gonna organize those things. So, good morning, Sharon. How are you? Visiting my son and his family for Christmas. Visited BSO in and bought some. Oh my gosh, how cool. Very cool. Very cool. That's exciting. You gotta love the variegated thread. I'm loving a variegated thread. But anyways, just as a tidbit of information, just in case you guys don't know, you want to make sure that you have backups of your designs. Make sure you have backups of your designs, whether it be in the cloud, up in, you know, your OneDrive, your Dropbox. There's so many different places that you can save your files into. And have them on your thumb drives. That's fine. Have them on your thumb drives, but please don't make sure that that thumb drive is your only location you have those files. Because what happens with those thumb drives, just as an FYI for you guys, when you plug it into your computer and you unplug it, every time you plug that into your computer, it loads that driver. And then you unplug it and you load it back in. Sometimes it'll update the driver. Windows updates are phenomenal for doing this. They drive me crazy. They'll apply updates, you know, because they have Patch Tuesday every month. On Patch Tuesday, which is the second Tuesday of the month, they end up they load new patches to your computer. Sometimes they update those drivers. So what'll happen sometimes is when those drivers get updated, it'll reformat your thumb drive. You'll lose everything you got on there. So please don't make sure that you do not have that as your only location for your embroidery files. Make sure you have a secondary or third location for those embroidery files. Just as a side note for you guys, I'm playing IT this morning for y'all. Playing IT for y'all this morning. So, because I appreciate y'all's help yesterday. We did get the YT going on the audio. Thanks to Jonathan and Tyler yesterday. So phenomenal shout out to my guys. They're awesome. Need to start moving a cloud, I guess, to be absolutely Sharon. And if you guys need help or want some recommendations, let me know. Let me know, because I can totally help you guys out. I do not. Y'all have been like family to me. I'm calling y'all my family. So you are very welcome. You are very welcome. So send me a message. More than willing to help you out. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's go ahead and get this design going, because this design is going to take 60 minutes, y'all. So we need to get it going. That way we can, good morning, and thank you for the heartbeat. Thank you for the heartbeat. Let's go ahead and get some stabilizer hooped. We're going to hoop some no-show mesh stabilizer, because I like, when I'm doing mug rugs, I like to do the no-show mesh. So we're going to hoop some no-show mesh. Make sure that I'm hooping the right stuff here. That's wet and gone. We do not want to use that one. I try to mark on the inside of my stabilizers, like I put a W on there. That way I know it's the wet and gone. So this is the no-show mesh. That one is the no-show mesh. So we're going to hoop some no-show mesh. It's funny. So these are my husband's scissors. Every time, and I'm going to move y'all that way. Move y'all that way so you can see. There you go. Every time I end up losing a pair of scissors, the ones that show up are his. He's like, why are you always using my scissors? I'm like, I don't know. It happens. It happens. So we're going to hoop. Move you over there, coffee. So we're going to hoop that no-show mesh stabilizer. You hooped in there. And this is a 10 5/8 by 10 5/8 hoop. So this is going to be a big design, y'all. This is going to be a big design. So let's come over to the embroidery machine. Like I said, I've already loaded that design. As long as you are not using... Oh, thanks, Lise. Thanks for helping me. So as you can see here, let's see. So I have the design loaded. So this is the design we're going to do. It's got 41,294 stitches in it. It's about 9.47 by 9. And it's going to take about 16 minutes, and it's got 15 color changes on it. So this is actually two designs, one by Juju, one by Embroidery Library. So I've kind of combined 2 into 1 is what I've done. So we are going to, we're going to be starting to stitch this out. So let's come over here. Come over here, and we're going to stitch this one out. So we're going to load this in here. Load you in here, and we do not want, I don't think we want, I think we're going to load, because I'm thinking that bear, let's see what color of brown we want on that bear. I'm thinking, put your purple back. Put the purple. I'm trying to stay organized with my thread, y'all. Trying to stay organized with my thread. Sometimes that's hard. Sometimes that is hard. I'm thinking this color. I'm thinking this color with the, you just got to figure out what color. Do we want to do a black outline? I don't know. We're gonna see here. We'll see here in a minute. I gotta find a thread that. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Can you show that sometime on live? Show what, Baxter? How I combine the designs? Is that what you're asking? So we're going to run that first placement stitch. We're going to run the first placement stitch on here. He said it's going to be a bigger design on here. Baxter, are you asking me to show how to combine? Oh, how to make multiple keychains. Oh, absolutely, Baxter. We can totally do that. Thank you for the heart me, Bev. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, we can totally do that. Not a problem. Okay, so I need a piece of stabilizer. So we're going to put batting on there first. We're going to put batting. I don't know why, guys, but I want to put a... I'm thinking... I don't know why. I really like this pink fabric. Are we against having pink with a bear? Are we against having pink with a bear? You guys okay with that? I don't know why I want a pink bear. We're going to do pink. We're going to do pink. Because we're going to do pink and then brown. Pink and brown, I'm thinking. Pink and brown. I like the pink material. The pink material is just cute. The pink material is just cute, so... Because what it'll be is it'll be pink on the outside, and then we'll have a brown on the inside. Because why not, right? Why not? Maybe we can do keychains next week, Baxter. We can do keychains next week. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I think so, Bev. I'm thinking so. I think we should be good. Thinking we'll be good here. Okay, so I'm going to get... I'm looking right now, guys, because I'm trying to find something for the... Hold on, I'm looking for something for that bear to stitch on. I'm thinking felt. I'm thinking felt, guys. I'm thinking of felt. Because if we do felt... Because we could stitch it on... Shall we stitch it on gray? Because we could do brown. The bear is going to be brown. We could stitch it on... I'm trying to think. Because with the dark brown... Because if I do this color of brown and then stitch a darker brown. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Help me out. Help me out. What color should we use for the, because we need a base color for the bear to actually stitch on. And it's going to be, it's going to be really cool. But, I don't know. Anybody have an idea? I was hoping, I don't know, black. I was thinking black, but let's see this. Because we could totally do that with the bear stitched on that. What do you think about that? Y'all like this? You're the artist. You guys are funny. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to do this and then use the brown on it. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. We're going to stitch around there again right quick. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sherry. Don't forget your coffee, y'all. Get your coffee, y'all. Don't forget your coffee. Okay, so now I'll stitch that inner circle or hexagon. That's a hexagon, right? So you're good, Bev. Oh, mirror, yes. Thank you, Cynthia. So this morning we're doing two different things this morning. We're getting this bear started. Y'all requested a bear mug rug yesterday, so we're gonna do a bear mug rug. So what we're doing is we're getting that bear started. And this is gonna be a big. This is gonna be. I'm almost thinking I don't know what this is gonna be. Maybe it'll be a mouse pad. Who knows? Maybe a mouse pad. So we're gonna put this in here. Get that going. So we'll get this stitched in here. Once this gets stitched in here, it'll start stitching that bear. Well, we've got to trim it out. It'll stitch the quilting in there first. Once it stitches the quilting, then it'll stitch out that bear. Excited for this one. This one is going to be fun. This one's going to be fun. Like I said, this is two actual embroidery designs combined into one. So 2 embroidery designs combined into one. I'm almost thinking I skip the quilting in there and just have the bear and not have the quilting on the inside of it. I'm almost thinking we may do that. Not. Trim around this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skip. I didn't have time to change the where the design was. So we're going to go here. Skip down. So it looks like we need to do, so that's a green. So they're at the bottom of this bear that's actually blue. It has like water and trees and stuff at the bottom of the bear. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So we're going to do a blue, get that going while that's stitched. It takes 2 minutes on this one. The next one takes 9 minutes. So we'll get this water in there, stitched in there. Load the water. Load the water. Stitch away, water. Stitch away. Stitching that water out, and then the next one, I think the next one, I'll have to look and see what the next one's doing. Good morning, good morning. Did the kids at work? Yes, the kids at work helped me, Susie. Yes, they are awesome. They are awesome. The audio, I think, is pretty good on there. I think the audio is pretty good. Pretty good there. So, they are awesome. I have to say, they are all awesome. I greatly appreciate those guys. They are very helpful. So we're going to get this stitch, and I think the next one is actually the trees. So, and that one takes about 9 minutes. So while that one is loading, we're going to go over to the other machine. I'm going to get some freestanding lace loaded, and we're going to get those going. So we're going to do two at the same time. You do not apologize, Miss Lisa. It took them quite a while. It took them quite a while to get it going. So what happened is enhanced audio was turned on, and being the enhanced audio was turned on, for some reason or another, that kept it from working. So I probably would have never found it. So yes, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited. So okay, so that one is done, and I think the next one, yes, the next one's trees. So I'm gonna load the green thread in here. We're gonna get that stitch in. Like I said, we'll go over here, and we're gonna hoop some stabilizer. We're gonna do and we're gonna do double stabilizer on the what do you call it? The wet and gone. That way we're gonna go with this. I love this color green. I love this color of green. So we're gonna load that for the trees. We're gonna make that for the trees on here. This will be the trees. This will be the trees. So that one takes about 9 minutes to stitch on this one. Nice thing of having multiple sewing machines, you can do two at one time. So two at one time here. We're okay. We're okay. Okay, so we're going to come over this way. We are going to come over this way. This is a machine that you have embroidery and sew. Both, all three of my sewing machines and embroidery machines are both embroidery and sew. You can do both of those on there. So, makes it kind of nice. Makes it kind of nice. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to steal the thumb drive. Steal the thumb drive because I have the freestanding lace on my machine over here. On my machine. So, I'm going to, it is a brother. So I have a Luminaire 2, I've got a Quattro 2, I've got a Topaz 50, which is a Husky, and then I got a 980Q. The 980Q is not a, let's see, trying to be here. Not that one. So I'm looking for, I just got, where are they at? Where are they at? I'm looking for it because I'm looking for the freestanding lace that I got yesterday. So well, I found that I had yesterday, so I downloaded it yesterday. I just remember exactly. I think I put it here. I think it was there. Yes, snowflakes. There you are, snowflakes. We have snowflakes. We're going to do a big snowflake. How about we do a big snowflake, y'all? So we're going to grab copy. Go back here. Thumb drive. New folder, snowflakes. Control V. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I added, she's in here somewhere. Cynthia, are you in here? She may be getting her husband off to work. But anyways, so okay, so we've added the thing to the drive here. So we are going to move over here. Oh, we need to move the stabilizer first. So I have some Wet and Gone. It's by Floriani. I have some Wet and Gone by Floriani. So we're gonna do two. We're gonna hoop two. Two of the stabilizer. So because when you're doing the freestanding lace, it actually move y'all back a little bit. On the freestanding lace, what happens is you're just stitching on the stabilizer, and when you're just stitching on that stabilizer, sometimes the machine goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't have anything there." So, do you have a machine you like for certain uses? I do, Susie. I do. I love the Lumi for embroidery and all that. The stitching, I love doing the Husqvarna on the stitching. So, I think my camera is now going to follow me because I used a certain gesture. My camera's AI, so it likes to follow. So. Okay, so again, so what we're going to do, we're going to take double stabilizer here. This is going to continue stitching. So this is Wet and Gone. This is Wet and Gone. I know you like to quilt on the Lumi. Is there a favorite for embroidery? I have to say that one. That one is probably my favorite for embroidery there. So we're going to double hoop this. We're going to double the stabilizer here. Double the stabilizer. That's the thing about when you're doing the what do you call it? The freestanding lace. It ends up making it where you end up having to double that stabilizer. So you use quite a bit more stabilizer when you're doing freestanding lace. So, but it still turns out pretty. I know, yeah. So, all right, okay. There you are, Cynthia. Somebody was asking for you, Cynthia. So, good morning. Ha, there you are. It was Crystal asking for you. She's like, where is Cynthia? Okay, so we've doubled the stabilizer. It's not the translucent wash way. I did maybe... It may have been. I don't know. So, good morning. So, like I said, we have the bear going over here. It is stitching out the trees right now. So we're going to go over here to the other machine that we have turned on. So let me back y'all up. Here. Ah! Hold on. I think that moved. I'm going to unplug you for a minute. I just got to remember to plug you back up when I come back this way. Okay. Come back over here. So we're going over to the other machine here. So we're going to pink. Got yellow in there. I don't think we want yellow here. We're going to do a purple one. We're going to do a purple star. We're going to do a purple one. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so we're going to load, I'm going to load some purple bobbin in there. We're going to load purple bobbin. I'm going to move y'all over here in a minute so you can see what I'm doing. Move you this way. Move you this way. And my camera, stop following me. Stop. Stop following. My camera wants to follow me. Stop. I don't know how to turn the AI off on it. It's like, hey, I'm going to follow you. No, stop. See, this is what happened. Yesterday we had audio issues. Today, my camera wants to follow me. We're going to go to embroidery. We're going to go to the thumb drive. These are like huge embroidery designs here, y'all. We're going to go with that one because it looks like that one. Ow, 70 minutes. We don't have 70 minutes here, y'all. My design is wanting 70 minutes. I don't have 70 minutes, y'all. We may have to find a different design. That one says set. Y'all, oh my gosh. Okay. We may have to go find a different design because this is wanting... Okay. I'm going to have to move y'all this way. We're going to have to find a different design because those are going to take 70 minutes. We don't have 70 minutes this morning. We do not have 70 minutes. So hold on a minute. I'm going to browse my files right quick. Designs. Here we go. We're going to take one of these. These a bit better. Copy. Let's see, open with Floriani. So I use the Floriani software, so we're going to open you up. We're going to do File, Save As. We're just going to throw you in there. Oh, that's small. Hold on. I'm seeing if I can find a different freestanding lace because the other one was going to be 70 minutes. That's a long time. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning. Good morning. That is not very big at all. Okay. We are not having much luck here, y'all. I am not having much luck. Hold on a minute. Okay, I just found a really cool butterfly. We're going to do this butterfly. We're going to do a butterfly. And it is from E. It is from E, if you guys want to know. It's from E. So I am downloading it right quick. We're going to download this. Come on. Give me my file. Download. Download. Go to my downloads. See, this is what happens. This is what happens. I'm like, guess what, guys? Extract. Extract. Okay, so I'm going to take those two right there. I'm going to copy those. I'm going to throw them on the thumb drive. Control V. If you want to copy files, you can do so. Control A will select all your files. Control V will paste all your files. Y'all, maybe I'll do an IT lesson one day. Y'all want to do an IT lesson one day? I could totally do an IT lesson one day. Totally, totally. So, all right. Did those get done copying? Okay, those are done copying. Okay, we could totally do an IT lesson one day. We can totally do an IT lesson one day. Okay, so I'm going to load these back in there. And I'm hoping that my camera quits trying to, it's going to try and follow me. It is trying to stop following me. Willie, you going to stop? Stop. Okay. Yay. Okay. The camera, if you hold up your hands like this, it does, what do you call it? It tries to follow you. So now it's not going to follow me. Thank you. Quit following me. Quit following me. Because it doesn't work very well when we're trying to do this when it's trying to follow me. So. Yeah, we can totally do an IT lesson. So we're, let me change this to the next color. And then we'll continue. Hold on. Then we will continue here. Because we want this to keep going. Keep going. IT I can do. IT I can totally do. So that's only going to take 1 minute, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to move thing. Move. Okay, so there we go. Let's come this way. Okay. Close. USB. Ugh. Not that. Not that. Maybe that one. So, how big are you? That is small. That one is small. That one is, okay, let's do that one. So that one, 45 minutes, but that's okay. What did I do with my hoop? Where? How can I lose that? Seriously. Like, how can I lose it? I just put it right there. So we're going to do a purple butterfly. We are going to do a purple butterfly. So we're going to hoop that. So we have two of the water-soluble stabilizer in here. I've got purple bobbin in there. I have purple bobbin in there. We're going to come back this way. I'm going to grab some purple thread. I'm changing the thread out on this one again. Changing the thread out on this one again. And we're going to go with purple. Oh, I need my... Okay. I gotta get my other thread stand out of storage. I'll grab my other thread stand here. Limited space, y'all. Limited space. So we're gonna get this going. Okay. Stay there. Stay there. Okay. So now we're going to put that foot down. Okay, so now it's going to take 45 minutes and it's just going to stitch. It is just going to stitch out, so. I think we'll do is we'll go over to the other machine and check out how that one's going, because it's kind of looking cool. Kind of looking cool on that one. But what it does is when it does the freestanding lace, it's got to put that base stitching down there, and then it'll come across, and it's got to close up. Every single stitch has got to connect to the other stitches. Because if every single stitch doesn't connect to the other stitches, it doesn't end up freestanding lace. So we're going to let that one go. Like I said, this is going to be approximately 5 by 3.5. So this will be 5 by 3.5. I'll use it with one of my new projects I'm working on maybe. So I don't know. We're going to let it stitch. We're going to let it stitch, and we're going to come back over here. We're going to come back over this way. I'm going to plug you back up. If we don't plug you back up, then we'll end up losing power. We don't want to lose power. So we're going to look and see how this one is going. This one's looking kind of cool. This one's looking kind of cool here. So it's now started to stitch out the bear. It has now started to stitch out the bear on there. Don't forget your coffee, y'all. Get your coffee out. Get you some coffee. Good morning, y'all. I'm kind of liking the backing. I think it's going to be cool. So now we're playing the waiting game. Of it stitching. So let's come back over here. We're going to come back over here for a minute. We're going to come back this way. Okay. So, have you ever done variegated thread for a lace pattern? No, Bev. We should do that sometime. Well, no, I have. This one. So this one is a variegated thread on this bear. Which is kind of cool. So I'm like, you got me on that one, because I'm like, I hadn't done it yet, but yeah, isn't that cool? And freestanding lace, y'all. We'll have to do another one. Today, our time is taken up today. These two machines are just going to sit here and stitch. They are going to sit here and stitch. Not sure what we're going to work on. But we could, I have got, so I'm still going to be working on my 3D bear here. I ended up gifting the what do you call it, the butterflies I made. I gave the purple one to my sister-in-law, and then the one butterfly went to my really good friend from high school. So I gave that one to her. So But I have those, but what I've done is I've stitched. The freestanding takes a long time. It's kind of fun. It does, Barb. It does. But it's fun to watch it come to life. It is so much fun to watch it come to life. So, embroidery, guys. Embroidery is a lot of fun. Embroidery is a lot of fun. So, but what we could do is we could take care of these. We could get these all taken out of the water soluble stabilizer. So on these, they say to use really, really hot water. They say use really hot water on these. So I'm actually stitching out some smaller because I need something that'll go into the legs. So I'm needing some smaller ones. So I'm actually stitching out some smaller ones right now too on there. So I don't know. Unless if you guys can think of something you want to do right now, let me know, because otherwise I don't know. I'm like at a loss right now as to what to do right now. So what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? What do you want to know? Tell me what you want to know. Because I didn't even think about that. I was like, okay, we're going to stitch these, but it's going to take a while to stitch these out. So, take a while to stitch these out, y'all. And we could start the third embroidery machine. It's funny. Usually when it's just me here, I'll run all 3 embroidery machines at the same time. And then I'll sit at my sewing machine and I'll be sitting and sewing while the 3 of the machines are running. So I run 4 machines at one time most of the time. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of fun. I can be productive. Teach us something in IT, Susie. Teach us something in IT. Trying to think. So what can I teach y'all in IT? Sorry, because I told y'all earlier about saving files. Did you get any more of the quilts done? No, they're all, so I did get them all sandwiched last night. So, all the quilts are sandwiched and ready. So, anybody wants to join tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm going to be quilting. Tomorrow we'll be quilting Christmas quilts. And how to save files. We can do how to save files. So, tomorrow, if anybody wants to join me, I know it's Christmas Day. But I am going to be... I'm going to be quilting Christmas quilts. So, okay, how to save files. We can do how to save files. So, saving files. So, on your computer, you have your files saved there. So, when you're saving the files, you want to have, like I was saying earlier, you want to have them in multiple locations. So, my recommendation right now is OneDrive. OneDrive is you're already using your Microsoft applications anyways. You're already signed up for it. Pay the extra few dollars. Pay that extra few dollars, and which is not very much, and get a terabyte of storage. It's like $5 something a month. So you get a terabyte of storage for that. And with that terabyte of storage, y'all, I have 706,000 embroidery designs. It takes up, I think, approximately 400 gigs. Is how much is in there. So I got about 400 gigs on that. So plenty of space on the OneDrive. Plenty of space on that OneDrive. So what you do is you take on your computer. You'll have a OneDrive folder. So you'll notice on the sidebar. And I'll go to the Mac here in a minute. I'll tell you on the Mac in a minute. But on the sidebar, you'll see the one that says, like mine says, Carry Personal on there, and under the Carry Personal, that's your OneDrive. That is your OneDrive. So what you do is you put a folder under Documents, create you an embroidery folder on there. Okay, so on that in the embroidery folder, grab all those files and throw them in there. And you can actually do double at one time. So what you could do is you could actually move your embroidery files into that document folder. When you move them into that document folder, this is what happens. So on your OneDrive, okay, on the OneDrive, this is what syncs. Your documents sync, like your, and then your desktop will sync. Anything you save on your desktop will also sync to your OneDrive. Your pictures will sync, okay? And then there's one more thing. I'm trying to think what that last thing is. But those things automatically sync to the OneDrive, okay? So this is a perfect way for y'all to actually do a backup of all your embroidery files. You know, use them on the thumb drive that you're moving them to your different computers and things like that. But if you need to you got to have backups. You got to have backups, like I was saying. So throw them in that OneDrive. Throw them in that OneDrive and put them in your document folder. So go into your document folder. In your document folder, create your own embroidery file. Create that embroidery file in that document folder. So, and then put all your embroidery designs in there. So I've started to, I'm going to try organizing these. I've started organizing by designer. So, you know, all of these are, you know, this is the ones by this designer. These are the ones by this designer, you know, because I try and remember where I get these designs, you know, that way I can let people know, you know, especially now that I'm doing lives, you know, and I want to make sure that everybody gets credit for what they created. I didn't create these designs. If I created designs, I let you know I created it, but for the most part, somebody else creates it. When you say save your embroidery files, do you only save the PES file or all of them? So, you know, Sharon, I end up saving all of them. I end up saving all of them because you never know what machine you need, you know. So, like I said, I've had multiple machines over the. I've had Bernina, I've had Brother, I've had Singer, I've had Husqvarna, I've had so many different sewing machines. Janome, I've had a Janome. So many different sewing machines, and each one of those machines use a different file type. So I just keep all of them. That way I have them just in case I need them, just in case I end up with a machine. Somebody gives me a machine or something, I end up saving all of the machine files. So, granted, a lot of your applications will allow you to save it in a different file format. So, as long as you have it in one format, you can open it and then do a save as when you're, like in the Floriani. So, I open that file in Floriani, and the Floriani file type is a WAF. So, but when you open that file up, you can go up and say file save as. And what the nice thing is in most of your embroidery softwares, it pops up and it says, you know, like on the Brother, it'll say the PES and what version you need, and it'll say Brother, and it'll say Bernina, it'll say Singer, you know, the Husqvarna, you know, it'll say exactly which one you're wanting to. I bought an external hard drive and put downloads on them. Is this safe? Marnie, yes, but you want to also have it on, you want to have it in a different location besides just that external hard drive. Because if you just have it on that external hard drive, the external hard drive is the exact same thing as a thumb drive, okay? It's just a bigger thumb drive is all it is, okay? So what you need to do is make sure that you don't only have it on that external hard drive. That's why I say copy it to your computer and upload it into the OneDrive. Give yourself a different location besides just those external drives. Those external drives are not a safe place to only keep that copy on the external only. So one of the number one reasons is if something happens to your computer and you have to plug it into another computer, sometimes that other computer will load a different firmware on that driver. Because when you plug an external in, whether it be your external drive or your thumb drive, they load drivers. Your computer will load drivers in order to load those in there. And when that happens, sometimes it'll take and it'll wipe and reformat your drive that you're putting in there. So you don't want to just have your files saved to an external of any kind, whether it be the external, your thumb, or either one of those. So you want to make sure on those. Keep asking questions, y'all. I can help you on this side. I can help you on this side. And Cynthia had a question. I saved the different files to a case I send to someone else. Okay, yeah, and you got to be careful sending files to somebody else too, Cynthia, because when you're sharing files, the promoter doesn't get what do you call it? I forget what they call it. I'll think of it in a minute. I'll think of it in a minute. So, yes, thank you, Crystal. Thank you. So yeah. I mean, it's one of those. I know we end up sharing things, but we got to be careful on that because we want to make sure that the actual people get accolades. There you go, for what they've created. So, and I'll show you a message on that too, Miss Cynthia. So. Let me, my thread broke over here. Let me come over here and get this thread fixed. Think of some more questions, y'all. Hit me some questions. Sewing, IT, either way. Hit me with some questions, y'all. stitching alone. Stitching alone. Yes, Sharon, yes. Revenue from their sale. Yeah, they've created that design. They put a lot of hard work into it. And y'all, digitizing is not easy. Digitizing designs is not an easy thing because, I mean, I digitized some of my designs, but when you do some, the free ones, no. Free ones are fine, Cynthia. The free ones are fine. Does your machine sense what the thread break when the, it does, Elsa. It does. So it has a sensor on it that it's not actually stitching, and so you can actually turn that off. But the majority of them will have a sensor on your bobbin and a sensor on your top thread. So when it doesn't, when it stops stitching, it lets me know. After downloading the file, how do you open the designs to see them? So Marnie, so a lot of your designs when you download the files come in a zip file. Okay, we're gonna start there, and then on that zip file, if you right click it and say extract, okay, you're going to extract that file. So go ahead and extract the file, and what will happen is it'll extract that into a folder most of the time. So then when you get into the folder, you open that folder and you right click that design and you open it with whatever software you have to view those. And just as Embroidery has this software called Thumbnail. If you guys do not have this software, go grab it. It's not very much. It's called Thumbnail. And the nicest thing is, it's the coolest thing. When you load that software on your computer, see the thing keeps popping. When you load the Thumbnailer on your computer, what'll happen is when you open your folder, you're going to actually be able to see what those designs are. You don't actually have to open them to be able to see them. So, Thumbnailer, Embroidery's Thumbnailer. Check it out, guys. Check it out. I have a problem with everything I do on my computer saving to my cloud. I don't want this. How do I turn that off? Everything I do on my computer is saving to my cloud. So, Susie, so in the right-hand corner, are you on a PC, Susie? I just want to verify you're on a PC before I give you the steps of this. While you answer that question, I'm going to fix this machine is driving me crazy. This is why my favorite machine is that one over there, because this one likes to break. I don't know what it is. This side of the machine, it'll stitch just fine besides this side of the machine. This side of the machine does not like to stitch. You're on a PC. Okay, so if you're on a PC, in the lower right-hand corner on the toolbar, you have your taskbar down there. And on that taskbar, you're going to see an icon that looks like a cloud, okay? It looks like a cloud. And on that cloud, if you right-click that, and you're going to go all the way up top, you'll see settings, okay? You're going to click on that settings button, okay? When you click on that settings button, again, you went to get there, you're on the taskbar, over to your cloud, right click on that cloud, go up to settings, and then you're going to see a thing that says manage backup. On that manage backup, we have when you manage that backup, you'll be able to choose what folders are synced. If you don't want that folder synced, turn that off. Turn that off right there. So again, to get there, you go to on your taskbar, you click on that cloud, right click that cloud, go up to settings, manage your backup, and then choose what folders you want backed up. I have a Buzz Explorer and my computer directly communicates with my machine. That's cool. That is cool, Baxter. That is awesome. That is awesome. And I know, so I have my files on my husband's computer. There's two internal hard drives on that computer. So I have all my files there. And then I have all my files here on this computer. I have them up in the cloud, and I have them on an external drive. Y'all, I'm in IT. I keep backups. So I need to go and back and send everything I have onto the external hard drives to the cloud. I would highly recommend it, Sharon. I would highly recommend not only having it on the external drive. Make sure you would not only save it on that external drive, please, y'all, because you don't want to lose files. You don't want to lose files on there. So you want to make sure that you're able to, get those files, because 10 years down the road, you're like, wait a minute, I want these files for something, and you lost them because that hard drive got corrupted, that thumb drive got corrupted. So you want to make sure you've got backups of your data. You know, because we pay a lot of money for these designs. We pay a lot of money for these designs, and we don't want to lose them. We don't want to lose them, so. Questions, y'all. Hit me with questions. And it can be sewing questions, it can be IT questions. I'm open to answer questions this morning. I like answering questions. I love helping y'all out. I like helping Perry. It's just who I am. So, and get your coffee out, y'all. Get your coffee. What are you designing? So right now, I'm glad I'm not the only one that has these problems. Oh no, Shannon, you're not. Right now I'm creating some embroidery designs, just for fun, just for some fun. I'm playing with applique right now. The thing that I'm playing with right now is some applique bears. So it's actually going to be a 3D design. So, okay, great. I'll have to find the cloud icon because I get likes for my files. I'm not sure. If you have questions, Susie, send me a message. I can help you out. I thought it was really doing good moving them to the hard drive. Thank you very much for the. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I don't want y'all using your data. What security do you recommend? Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Renee. I would, so for security, what I would recommend, thanks for the heartbeat. So what I would recommend, number one, load Malwarebytes free. Load Malwarebytes free. That is, it kind of keeps your like phishing and things like that. And then I would also recommend, I use Panda Security. I wouldn't recommend McPhee. There's some. If you send me a message, I can send you some LINKs to some things and give you some recommendations. I'm making my first quilt. What batting do you like, Amy? So I like the cotton batting. You can actually get a whole bolt of it from Wally World. If you go online, if you send me a message, I can tell you exactly where you can get it. Because you get 9 yards. You get 9 yards of the batting, and it's a really good price. It's a really good price. So, good morning. We are in Arizona. Where is everybody else at? Where is everybody else at this morning? Where is everybody at? Fun. You are very welcome, Susie. You are very welcome. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Oh my gosh, this beer is stitching out really cool. I'm gonna go warm my coffee up. You are very welcome, Amy. Utah, welcome, Utah. Fresno, California, welcome, California. Thank you, Cynthia. Ohio, Pennsylvania. Very cool. Where are we at over here on YT? Where are we at over here on YT? Oregon, Texas. Miss Nancy's from my neck of the woods. I was born in Texas, y'all. Texas. Very cool. Okay, I will send you an email. I need the answer to the security. Absolutely. Yeah, send me an email, Sharon. I will totally help you out. Louisiana. Another California up early. Yeah, y'all are up earlier than I am, I think. Because it's 5:30 here. What time is it in California? Are y'all 4:30 or... Because I'm trying to remember. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning. Welcome, Oregon. Welcome, Oregon. I am visiting in Oklahoma, but I live in... Yeah, I think you said that you got some variegated thread, right? 4:30. It's 4:30 in California. So do you all this early in the morning at 4:30? So yes, actually I get up at 1:30 every morning. I actually get up at 1:30 every morning. So I sew from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. My husband gets up, I sit and have coffee, make his lunch, get him out the door at 4:15, and then we hop on here at 4:30 in the morning, and we sit and sew and have fun, y'all. We sit and sew and have fun in the morning. So North Carolina. Y'all, we're from everywhere this morning. This is so cool. Awesome. That one? It's stitching. Yeah, we do a lot in a day. We do a lot in a day. It's fun. So when do you sleep? I go to bed early. So because I'm a director of IT. I run an IT department. So so I'm on here from 4:30 to 6:30. I hit the gym or go walking in the morning, and then I work from 8 to 5, 6, somewhere around there, and then come home, eat, and then clean the kitchen up. We're usually in bed before 8 o'clock at night, so usually between 8 and 1:30. So that is usually when I'm sleeping. So, but it's okay. I enjoy it. She cat naps for a few hours. Fun. This is cool. So this one's still stitching out, stitching the bear out. Let's look and see what we got stitching over here. Because I'm gonna go warm my coffee up here in the morning. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna see what we got stitching. This thing is stitching out pretty good here. I'm gonna zoom y'all in so you can see. I'm going to go warm my coffee up while y'all are looking at that right quick. I'm going to warm my coffee up. I had to start the other one. The other one stopped stitching on me. So, is that turning out cool? Is that not turning out cool? You retired last year and still up at 3 a.m. each morning, but go to bed around 8. Yeah. You know, even on weekends, I end up early. I'm like, it just happens. It just happens, y'all. Trying to get the freestanding lace going. I'm trying to get the freestanding lace going. So we're going to come back over here, and I'm going to unzoom you guys. We don't need to be zoomed in. I'm going to try and get that bolt of batting. Nice. You should get that. You should totally get that. That machine is just not playing nice, y'all. That machine is just not playing nice. So right now we are working on, we're trying to do a freestanding lace, and so I don't know what it is. There's a section on that machine. Oops, sorry about that. There, go up, quit going down, up. That thing likes to do the craziness. So we need to do eyes. We're gonna put the eyes on here. Not sure the vinyl was the best idea because it ended up doing, we're not going to do that color eyes. I'm going to do a darker brown eyes. Hold on, I'm loading another thing in here. We can continue on our battle here. Continue on our battle. We're going to run that, and then we'll have to go back to the other stitches there. Back to the other stitches. That design on your machine, is that a sticker? Which design on my machine, Crystal? Oh, which design you asking about? The brother, the mouth. Oh, so the machine came with that. It's a Disney. It's got Disney designs on it. Yeah, so it has Disney designs on the machine. So. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's cool. The brother does that. So brother has designs, a lot of the Disney designs on there. So, and each one of them has the Disney logo. It has the Disney logo because they're copyrighted. They are copyrighted designs. So you can't do any, and you can't take them off the machine, any of that. So. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining. I appreciate y'all joining. So this morning and my other machine is not playing nice, y'all. So good morning. My other machine's not playing nice, so I don't think we're going to be able to get the freestanding lace going. So if we can get this one going, finished, we can load the freestanding lace on this one. So he said the other one is just not playing nice. Just not playing nice. I have a brother embroidery. What needle size? I use a 80, what is it, the 80-20? It's just a universal needle. I use the universal needle for everything. The universal needle totally works. Thanks for the pins. Thanks for the pins. Shout out to Miss Cynthia, since Cynthia's awesome. She likes to help me out, so I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. It is warm, y'all. Hot flashes. Hot flashes. Appreciate the pins. Appreciate the pins. So yeah, my other machine is not playing nice, so I'm not sure we're going to be able to get the freestanding lace. Let me re-thread it again. I have a feeling I know why, because I got this as a used machine. I got this as a used machine, and there is one section of this machine that just does not like to stitch. It's like it hits that section on the arm, and it goes back and says, nope, sorry. We're not doing that. I'm going to go back a little bit, and I'm hoping maybe I can get it. If I can just get it past that point, maybe it'll actually stitch, I hope. But like I said, it has... Okay. We're going to see if that works. We're going to see if that works. But the other one's working. Not about sewing. Do you like being in RV full time? Me and my husband have thought about it. Yeah, I have. I love the RV. You sit there and think about it. Okay, so you live in a house, you know, and this is just my personal opinion. This is just my personal opinion on this. But you live in a house. You have this huge bedroom, y'all. You have this huge bedroom. You go in there and you sleep. You change clothes. Okay. What do you need a big bedroom for? You know, as long as you have enough room for a bed, you're good to go. Secondly, you have this huge bathroom. You have a huge bathroom. Granted, when you're in there and taking a shower or getting ready, it's nice to have that huge bathroom. But how much time in a day are you actually in that bathroom and actually utilizing that? You're not, really. You know, at the most, what, an hour? You know? So you have that huge space. Do you really need it? No, you don't really need that. So you eliminate the huge bedroom. You just have a section for where you have a bed and you're sleeping. Then you eliminate that huge bathroom that you really don't need. You know, what do you need? You don't. You know, you need a shower. You need a place to go to the bathroom and a sink, you know, to brush your teeth or whatever, you know. Your kitchen. Okay, the kitchen, I might miss my kitchen, you know, but you don't have to, you know. I mean, it's my husband and I. It's just the two of us. So the nice thing is, you know, we have, yes, Merry Christmas Eve and good morning to you, Miss Christy. We have our recliners here. We both have a recliner. We have a couch if anybody wants to come visit. I have my sewing space. We have a little storage shed outside that's got my husband's tools in it and a few other things in it. Some of my sewing stuff. You know, there's times that I do miss parts of it, you know, but I'm not tied down. I am not tied down. So, you never know what's happening in a day, you know. So are you going to have to move? Is your job completely secure? You never know what's going to happen that day. So, you know, the nice thing is if I got to move, I can move, you know. Don't plan on it right now. But I have that possibility, you know. And once I retire, we can go wherever we want to. We're not tied to anywhere. So, but just my personal opinion. On it. So, we can go back over to the lace is not going to work, y'all. My machine is not playing nice. Like I said, that machine sometimes drives me crazy. If the Husky had the camera on it and stuff, we would probably use it. But yeah, yeah. So we're gonna end up with this one. We will end up with this one. So I apologize on the freestanding lace. It's not gonna work this morning. I do apologize. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Coffee. I've learned jobs are never. No, they're not, Cynthia. No, they're not. You just never know. You just never know what's going to happen. Anything can happen, you know. Yeah, it drives. It's the machine. It is the machine, and there is a section. Literally, here. Let me take this. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to take this off the hoop. And I don't know what it is. It's literally that section on the arm. I don't know. It's like, do I take it in and tell them? So right here, as you see, you can see right here on, I'm going to hold that up. So right here, you see what it's doing? And it breaks that thread. And it breaks the thread right there. And it's literally from here to here. From here to here on that machine, I literally don't know what it is. If your thread breaks a lot in a design, is it the machine? Not necessarily. A lot of times it's the design. If the design is too, if the digitizer isn't like, well, I don't even know. It's really experience on how they do those designs. No, I have to work today. If they're not experienced on those designs, the density of it sometimes can cause it to break. But a lot of times it can be the machine. It can be the machine creating it. On this one, it's definitely the machine because it does it on every design I do. So if it does it on every design that you do, it's the machine. It's the machine. I'm going to buy a new computer. Should I get a desktop or a laptop? Which is faster? Marnie, I can send you some recommendations if you like. If you need it to be, if you have the ability to have a desktop, you can get a better machine with a desktop. Have you run the design in the simulation in Florian? I haven't. Maybe I should. Maybe I can do that and see what it's doing. So it can't, oh, it could be the thread. It could totally be the thread. So this is a new spool of thread. I haven't had an issue with it on my other machine over here. So, but it could totally be the thread too. So there's so many different possibilities on what it could be. So, but I know for a fact from what I've done with this other machine. Like I said, I got it used, and I have a feeling I know why now. That's the thing when you get things used. It works for a lot of the things I have. I do have a serger, Amy. I do have a serger. If it's every design, I'm thinking I might. I'm thinking I might, because I'm like, you know, there's something going on with this machine. So I'm just afraid if I go in, because they have some older, they have some Luminaire 1s and 2s, and I'm like, and they're offering really good deals, and I'm like, I told my husband, I'm like, you know, I could take that machine and get a second Luminaire, and he's looking at me, he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, just saying. I'm so mad. I was making my first rag quilt and I put the seam on the wrong side. Time to, sit and grab your coffee and get the seam ripper out. Could one day do something on, absolutely, Amy, absolutely. I'm struggling with my, yeah, no, totally. We actually had a serger day. I wasn't able to repost the video because my granddaughter was here. So she was in the videos sometimes. We can totally do another serger day. I am not the best at the serger, but we can totally do a serger. What serger do you have, Miss Amy? You have a good day too, Miss Anna. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. The Luminaire is a great machine. It is a great machine. When I delete the files off computer, does that free up RAM space? No. So your RAM is your memory. So on your computer, you have RAM. So a lot of your computers is like 8 gigs, 12 gigs, 16 gigs. That is your RAM. The RAM is what makes your computer, how fast your computer runs, how fast that application runs on there. Your actual hard drive is where your files are at. That is where your files are at on there. So RAM is how fast your machine will run, or how fast those applications will run. Your hard drive space is the actual, and a lot of them now are on SSDs, solid state drives. They're solid state drives instead of your spinning drives. So, and I think I'd say 95% of your computers that you're going to get, more than likely the majority of y'all, if you get a computer now, will have an SSD instead of those spinning drives, which is better. It's better, you know, especially with your laptops and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so that is what you're looking at on there. So hard drive is your house. The RAM is your car. That's a phenomenal way to put it. That is a phenomenal way to put it. Okay, so yeah, we'll keep going here. We're going to keep going. We're almost done with this one. We are almost done with this other thing on there here. Yes, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. So, are y'all ready for Christmas? Are y'all ready for Christmas? I'm ready. Because, well, I'm not. Well, tomorrow is going to be quilty. I'm excited because I got all the quilts sandwiched. They're all... Okay, thank you. I need to get more RAM as my computer is running so slow. So that could be multiple things, Sharon. That could be multiple things. Depending on, are you running, what OS are you running? Do you have Windows 11 on it? I'm going to say, you guys get me going when you talk IT. You get me going. Defragging, yeah. It could be so many different things, and that's why I have my thing about a couple of the security softwares, because they will bog your computer down. They will completely bog your computer down, which is not, they're not very nice. I don't know why those applications do that, but Windows 11, okay. Can I ask what security software you have? She's got Windows 11, so we're going to see what security software. Because a lot of those security softwares, they were just literally, and they'll just sit there and scan and scan and scan and scan and scan, and a lot of them take up a lot of the resources on there. So, and when you do that, it's like, no. Good morning, Miss Abby. Good morning. Miss Abby, what are you doing for Christmas? What is everybody doing for Christmas? Thank you for joining, y'all. Thanks for joining. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Debbie. Good morning. Good morning. We are almost done. Let me look. I'm going to turn it here. We're going to turn it here. Go down a little bit. Go here. We're going to do one more stitch. So it's got one more stitch around, and then we'll add the backing. I don't like how it ended up doing a thing right there. I'm almost thinking it would have been better with felt, but we didn't do very well today on design, y'all. We didn't do very well, but oh, still looks okay. Still looks okay. You live and learn, right? You live and learn. You're like, oh, well, next time. Next time, next time. Big enough. So we're going to get it ready. We're going to run that last stitch. That's it. It looks cool, all but that one spot. All but that one spot. I'm like, dadgummit. Dadgummit. I'm almost thinking come this way. I don't know if it's going to be big enough. Nope, it's not going to be big enough. This is going to be big enough. It's just going to be pressing my luck here. Pressing my luck. So this is the kind of backing I like to put on the mug rugs. That way you don't have that open seam. Like yesterday we had the open seam on that mug rug. This one we do not have, will not have that open seam on here. That was close. You see that? That was so close. So we'll get it unloaded. I feel bad that it didn't work. I feel bad it didn't work for the freestanding lace. Sometimes that other machine drives me nuts. I like the machine, but I don't like the fact that it doesn't like to stitch. Unload that. Unload that. Okay, come back there. If that is what you're using, Sharon, send me a message. Send me a message, because that will bog your computer down big time. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim around this, and we're going to turn it. We'll get it turned. I'm going to turn the iron on. I have lots of scraps. It's going into my scrap box. Going into my scrap box. I have a scrap box getting ready for our fun class we're going to do. Okay, so on this one we have, so we're going to do you put stickers on your sewing machine? I do not. I do not put stickers on my sewing machines. That's just my personal preference. You can put stickers on your sewing machines if you want, but I do not. I do not. It's kind of like stickers on the car. I don't put stickers on my car either. You're very welcome, Sharon. Always willing to help. Always willing to help. Turn this right side out. We'll give it an iron. Do you know of a free unzip program? 7-zip. 7-zip. If you Google 7-zip, you can use that. There's sure that's the name of it. I'll look right quick here in a minute. I will look. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled with this. Not too thrilled with this, guys. Not my favorite design that I ever did. So we did a mug rug. We did a mug rug. Really not liking it, but you know, you have that. You have that. You know, yesterday I love yesterdays. Yesterdays I love. Today's not so much. And it's the vinyl. We shouldn't have used vinyl. But you live and learn. You live and learn. That's part of making designs. Part of making designs. You just never know. Is that what? So a mug rug. Mug rugs. This is what mug rugs are. Mug rugs are for your coffee. Mug rugs are for your coffee. So you have them sitting beside your chair. That way you don't have the moisture on your chair. You can use them for your coffee, use them for your tea, use them for whatever there. So whatever. So that's what a mug rug is. Maybe a different background next time. The design. Yeah, I'm liking the design, but I'm thinking maybe felt. I'm thinking maybe felt next time instead of the, but I don't know. I like to play around. I like to play around. That's the fun thing that you can do is playing around. So you make so many different items, so many different things. So on the bear, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show you what I'm thinking. On you do. It's part. It's part of having. You know, that's part of playing outside the box. Playing outside that box. Let me show y'all. So on the bear, this is what I'm thinking. So this is where I'm getting this idea from. So this is where I'm getting this idea. So this is the cactus I did, and as you can see, the cactus is 3D. You see how this cactus is 3D? It kind of pops out at you. Okay, kind of pops out at you on there. So what I'm thinking, my idea is I'm going to take. I created an applique, right? Created an applique bear. I want to do the same thing. I want to do the same thing with this bear. So, and then we have the foam board that's going to make it pop out and lift up off of there. Speaking, do you save only to stick drive? My computer isn't recognized. Deidre, that is exactly why you don't only save to your thumb drives. That's exactly why you don't only save to your thumb drives. Because if you save it to your thumb drives, I do have it elsewhere. Like, oh, yay, yay, yay! I'm glad, because that's why, y'all. That's why you don't only save to thumb drives, because sometimes one day your computer's gonna run an update or something. It'll update those drivers. You plug in your thumb drive, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no. So, Deidre, if you have another thumb drive slot on your computer, try and plug it into a different slot. It may be that one thumb drive. So, because each one of those slots on your computer, your thumb drive slots, has its own driver. So each one has its own driver and loads its good. So, anyways, so back to here. So my idea is and I'm thinking, do we add a small butterfly to these? Because I'm thinking we may be able to create this next week. You're very welcome, Deidre. I'm thinking we might be able to create this next week. So I have the little bitty ones. I used 32 thumb drive. Wouldn't recognize it, and I got a 16. So what does that mean, 32? So that's just the format of it. That is the format of that of the drive. So 32 gigs. So you got a 32 gig and it's 32 fat. So that's how it's formatted on your computer. So, and your 16 gig is formatted with a 32 fat. So does your machine recognize the 16 gig? It may be your machine. Some of your machines will only recognize, try a 2 gig. Yes, my embroidery designs can only go in the drive. The other two won't read the thumb drive. Okay, 32 didn't work and 16 worked. Yeah, it's your machine. I do have to work today. I do have to work today. Can't find 2 gig. Check on A. A has them. You can get some on A. Turn that one off. Turn that. I wished I didn't have. If I didn't have to, y'all, we'd have some fun. We'd have some fun. Tomorrow, though. So tomorrow, we're going to be quilting quilts because I've got Christmas quilts I got to get quilted. So tomorrow, that is what we will be working on. So, and pretty much all day. Pretty much all day. So we got the day off and Friday off, which was, oh my gosh, how, congratulations. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is very cool. Yeah, I wasn't as lucky. So working in county government, y'all. County government is only allowed to have so many days, be closed so many days. I made my first bowl koozie last night. They are fun. They are fun, Crystal. They are a lot of fun. Got a gift card from Mole Queen. Should we play hooky? Oh, don't tempt me, Nikki. Do not tempt me, Nikki. That is not even funny. We could totally play hooky. That would be fun. Be like, my only problem is, Nikki, a lot of people from the county watch me on here. I don't think I look too sick, so I don't think that works out. That doesn't work out very well for playing hooky. I heard you say you had tummy problems this morning. Me? Oh, you heard me say, oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I do, right? You guys will vouch for me, right? Good morning, Irie. Good morning. Thank you for the heart me, right? Hey, I appreciate y'all's help. Y'all are helping me out here. Y'all are yeah, I agree. I agree. We should do that. It is very contagious. I think we all should meet at Mole Queen's. I think we should all meet at Mole Queen's and then go have lunch. Where do y'all want to have lunch? We could go have lunch somewhere too. You need to walk the tummy problems out, right? I do. I totally do. Thank you, Irie. Thank you very much. I love roses. I love roses. Roses are nice. Roses are nice. Quick, delete the evidence. Right? Right? Exactly. I bought a dongle, so I plugged it into my thumb drive into a machine dealer record. Okay. Yeah, so they'll have the what do you call it? The dealers also have some of them. Can't sit at a desk too long today. Well, I have a problem. I have a stand-up desk. Ah! Thank you, Ari. Thank you for the friendship necklace. You were phenomenal. You guys are all awesome. Yeah. Yep, so. Fun. It's okay, though. It's okay. We'll have fun tomorrow. But we need to plan a day, Nikki. We need to plan a day. I have to get my stuff in. I'm late this... You're sweet. You are sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. We still got 20 minutes, y'all. We still got 20 minutes to hang out here. 20 minutes to hang out. And anybody that's not following me, Carrie, you're not doing a very good job. You're shooting down all... I know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. See, I'm too nice. I gave a lot of my team the day off. So, I helped my team out, you know. They have the little kids, and so I'm too nice. I am too nice on there, so. I appreciate the excuses, though. Appreciate. Just as an FYI, on the 6th, I have surgery on the 6th, so not sure how I will feel the following day, so we may not be live that following day, so depends on how it is, so. I know it's not next week, but it's following week, so just as an FYI. We need that kind of kindness in the world today. You are very welcome. I love my team. I have a phenomenal team, and I like to help my team out, so. I have to work from 8 to 3 today. I'm 8 to 5 today. I'm with you there. I am with you there. It's IT. Can't you just take a laptop with you on adventures? Yeah. Y'all are helping me out. Carrie, where to save my file? So, Saving your files. Save your files on, like, my recommendations, OneDrive, Dropbox. You can do Dropbox. Dropbox works too. Just make sure you're saving them elsewhere besides those thumb drives, external drives. So anywhere besides those external drives, make sure. And even on the OneDrive, if you want, log into OneDrive online, or log into your Dropbox online, upload the files. You can just upload. You don't have to install the application on your computer. You can upload them. So either application, there's multiple applications that you can use to save files too. I have mine on OneDrive. Because not very much a month, so. Oh, excuse me. Thank y'all for joining. So I'm hoping next week. Thank you. I do. I have a cold. Oh my gosh. It's really hitting me. It is really hitting me. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I am not a singer. You could email them to yourself and make a save file. You could. Yeah. I mean, you could totally do that. Create, depending on, thank you, Elsa. Depending on how much storage you have on your email, you could email them to yourself and save them because they're not very big. There's evidence. Let's put that on a black, right? Yeah. See, I'm sneezing, right? Y'all are a lot of help. I appreciate all the help here. I'm like, I feel it itching. Nikki, how you feeling over there? Only problem is Nikki's already at work. Colds could wipe your child. They could. I don't want them getting it. Thanks for the poplar, Irie. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the gifts. I appreciate all the taps. We're at 24K this morning on taps, y'all. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate it. Head cold, can't concentrate, might make mistake. You might click the wrong button and pay too many people out. So look at all of us being bad. I know, right? Right? It's like, hey, you need the day. I'm thinking, Nikki, you and I are doing that one day. Just saying, you and I are gonna have fun one day. Be like, yep. It'll be fun. We'll go to the quilt shops. We'll go have lunch. We'll just take a day. Of course, you're gone all next week, right, Nikki? Good morning. I'm retired. Keep looking for those golden years, right? You're the boss. Plan it and take it. Take the laptop just in case, right? Field trip. Yes, we need to do a field trip. All right, Nikki. Good morning, Fabric King. Nikki, I'll tell you what. Let's plan it. We're going to plan it, and we're going to do videos. We'll take some videos while we're out and about, and we'll post it. We'll get it all posted because we'll be off that day. We're going to go have fun. We're going to plan it. Her and I walk together in the morning, so we're going to plan it this morning, Nikki. We're going to plan that day. Maybe we'll take Ashley with us. We're going to get her sewing yet. I got to get her. I got to look through my sewing machines and see if there's one that I can give her. So take it, right? We need a tax break, right? I can claim it on my taxes. It's like we're going to the fabric store. I'll just put it on as part of my, it's a business trip. It was a business trip with associates. I need to do that business trip with associates, right? You gotta have fun with it. Fun. And, we gotta take the baby too. So, Ashley, she has a little one, so he's the cutest little thing. So, right? Team building. Yes, we gotta do team building. And we gotta get the younger generation. Ashley's young. So, critical. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes, totally critical. Yes. Yep. Happening. It is happening. We're scheduling it today, Nikki. That's it. Everybody convinced me. We're scheduling it. We're going to have fun. We're going to take videos all day. We'll have fun at the quilt stores. We'll have fun at lunch. Maybe we'll go to Olive Garden. I like Olive Garden. Do you like Olive Garden, Nikki? I love Italian. I like Italian food, so. Get a chicken parmesan and some salad and breadsticks. And see, I'm making myself hungry now, so. Making myself hungry. You like all food. All food is good. I just don't do Chinese. I just don't do, I don't know why. Companies should make team building as field trips on hobbies. I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. I keep telling my IT department that we're going to go do a bowling team building day. So I just have got to figure out how to take the whole team of IT on a day. I'm not sure how I do that. So I don't know. I may talk to my boss and be like, hey, we're going to take our laptops with us. Speaking of cool stores, I'm reopening a fabric store, brick and mortar, at the beginning of the year. Oh, how awesome is that? Where at? Where at? That is cool. You've got some cool fabrics. Besides seeing my son, I'm excited to try new food on my trip. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you try. So she's headed to, her son is in Navy, right? Navy. And she's headed to Mississippi. So she's going to be traveling. So send in good vibes for safe travels for Miss Nikki next week. So safe travels for Miss Nikki. Are you working on Friday, Nikki, or no? Near Portland. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Well, good vibes to you there. Good vibes to you. Okay. All right. Cool. I am having pulled pork, coleslaw, baked beans, cheesy potatoes by myself so we can have what I want. Nice. Fun. That sounds good. Pulled pork, coleslaw, baked beans. Marnie, we're all coming to your house. Y'all, let's all go to Marnie's house. We're all going to Marnie's. We're coming over. That sounds yummy. You're probably a really good cook, too. That sounds good. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to bake a ham. I think tomorrow I'm going to put a ham in, let it bake while I'm sewing. Does anybody want to join me tomorrow while I'm sewing? Just let me know, because I'm trying to decide if I go live tomorrow while I'm quilting, because I'll be quilting tomorrow morning. If anybody wants to watch quilting tomorrow. You. Okay. All right. I'll go on. Send me the GPS for the pulled pork. Okay. All right, Jimmy. All right, cool. I will be on live then. I'll be on live tomorrow. Rudy's in the Valley has good barbecue. We might have to try that, Nikki. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you. Thanks for the heart me. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Okay, cool. Well, tell you what. We're going to be quilting all day. I got 6 quilts to get quilted, so we're going to see how many we can quilt. We are going to see. That is my total thing. Hey, Carrie. That is my total thing on getting going tomorrow is quilts, because I got them sandwiched yesterday. They're all sandwiched and ready to roll. So I'm just going to start stitching tomorrow, and we're going to be quilting. We are going to be quilting, so. Very cool, very cool. Making parents mug rugs and bowl koozies. Oh, how cool is that? How cool is that? That is awesome. That is awesome. I'll bring, you want a cow mug rug? I'll bring you one. I'll bring it today. You can have this one. Thanks for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I'd give you this one, but I'm really not liking it. Really not liking it. When do the quilts need to be done? Saturday. I want to deliver them Saturday, so. Oh, okay. I'll give it to you. You can have that one. I will bring it. I'm going to bring this one and show it to you, too. So you can see what I'm talking about. I'm aggravated with it. It was going to be cool. And then, yeah. So, that sounds like you. Yeah, I had them all pieced. They're all sandwiched as of last night, and we'll be quilting tomorrow. And that machine's just, and I'm not going to do an intense quilting design. I'm going to do the quickest quilting design I have on that embroidery machine. So, I thought about freehanding, but I figure we'll just run it that way. We'll run it through the embroidery machine. Yep, I got to do binding too, Miss Debbie. I got to get the binding done too. So they got to get quilted and binded. So I know I'm asking a lot of myself. So I may have a late night tomorrow. Do you have a favorite thing to make? I didn't. I love mug rugs. I love mug rugs. I like microwave bowl koozies. I'd say my most favorite thing to make right now is probably mug rugs because there is so many different types, and especially because you can have so much fun with them. You can have so much fun with them. So, do I have any in here? Do I have any in here? I don't have any in here. I don't have any. I have a little pig one. But I love making mug rugs because the mug rugs are just so much fun. So you're sewing tomorrow. Well, join me. You're doing them all on. I am doing them all on the Luminaire. I will quilt them all on the Luminaire. So I'll probably quilt them on the Luminaire and probably bind them on the Luminaire also. So we'll be doing all of it on the Luminaire tomorrow. We will do it all on the Luminaire. Kimberbell has mug rugs with great coffee. Yeah, I will have to. I'll look at Kimberbell's. I'll look at Kimberbell. Kimberbell's fun. I love Kimberbell. They have some awesome. They have some awesome edge to edge designs. So they have some because they're called blue tiles, but you don't have to use the blue tiles. But you can. So you can do them with or without the blue tiles. I don't use the blue tiles because I have the projector on my machine. But the blue tiles is like the templates. Great coffee stains. Oh, cool. I need to see if I can fix my embroidery machine. I would love to do this. That would be cool. That would be cool. Take you to your local quilt. So, my local quilt shop is like 175, somewhere around there. So, depending on what they charge. So, I got to get this other one fixed because it's driving me nuts. The edge to edge gives you freedom to go get coffee or potty rag. It does. It does. It does totally do that. Pat and I picked out my next quilt this morning. You'll have to show me, Nikki. You're going to have to show me. You're going to have to show me what the next one you're doing. So that is cool. That is very cool. All right, y'all. I am going to let y'all go. Thank you all very much for joining the live today. I really appreciate it. Sorry the freestanding lace did not work out because my machine is not playing nice with me. So tomorrow, if y'all are joining tomorrow, it is literally quilting. I am going to be quilting for hours. So I've got 6 quilts to get quilted. So we're going to see how many quilts we can get quilted tomorrow. So hopefully, we're going to see how that works out. We're going to see how it works out. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Thank you. So, and like I said, give me a follow. Replays are over on YT. Of my lives. I know today was just questions, answers. We made a mug rug. We made it turned out cool, minus one section, but that's okay. So yeah, I hope all y'all, sewing retreat. Thank you, Cynthia. Anybody that wants to join the sewing retreat, we have a 2-day sewing Zoom retreat. It is going to be live on Zoom. And the nice thing about the Zoom is I can see your side. So if you want to show me your side, you can show me because we're doing abstract. I'm going to show y'all the whole process on how to do abstract. If you want to join, the nice thing is with the Zoom, you'll have the replays that I will provide to you. You will also be able to show me how you're stitching, what you're working on. If you have questions on what your process is, if you have questions on your sewing machine, whatever, the nice thing is I can see your side if you want to share your camera. So I'll be able to actually interact a little bit more with you guys. So 2-day retreat on there. So if you're interested in that, send me a message, send Cynthia a message. We can send you the information on it. That way you can get signed up for it. It is in February 6th and 7th, Friday and Saturday. So, all right. All y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you again for joining. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see y'all tomorrow. And happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to y'all. So, all right. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, send me an email.